Yes. Hello?
No,
How was y'all week?
it's all right.
Hello? Welcome. You guys saw
Late?
you guys saw CRS not gonna be here for this one?
Yeah,
Unfortunately, yeah.
looks like she's just going to jail at this point.
We'll break her out too.
So last time the party discovered that the leader of the populist faction, Teresa, was missing. They found a warrant for her arrest issued by Obadiah, carried out by the Steel Guard. Following that, the party encountered law mages attempting to interfere with the arrangements that had been made between Calidora and the populace at the border of the grievance cordon. During that conflict, several faction members were killed. Following that, the party decided to travel to the law district to reach the House of Causery to potentially speak with Obadiah concerning Teresa's whereabouts. During their travel, is there any other actions or discussion?
What's our plan again?
We go talk to Obadiah, see if he can tell us why, where, and why Teresa is missing.
And to see if he's the one that had her arrested.
Well, he was, right? Didn't we find the sign by him?
Well, there was
The
an arrest
warrant?
warrant signed months ago.
True. Who issued it? That's the question.
He did. That's why we're
Well, okay, by
that's
whose
why we're seeing
request?
him.
That's what I meant. By whose request?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Could everyone roll a d8? Okay. So the party was last traveling. They were out of the. They were about halfway through the trade district, coming from. They took a short rest at the Bloody Rose in the art district. Following that, they left that area. They saw some they saw some cars which had appeared to be stolen during that time. They were traveling through the art district. They continue in that area without incident, approaching the House of Causery. It is a grand courthouse building. It is very tall, imposing. So the party is, if you look at the top of the map, that's location 3, the House of Causery. The only other buildings taller than this one are in that direction, the House of Governance, and then the party can see the castle as well at the like top corner of the city, towering high overhead. There's a great deal of officials, law enforcement traveling around in this area of the city.
Is the law enforcement in this area more steel guard or more regulators?
These are equal parts regulators and Marines in this area.
We better keep our wits about us here.
Yeah.
We should be fine if we don't break the law, right?
Well.
As long as we don't stick our nose somewhere it doesn't belong, I think we'll be okay.
One way or another, we need to get Teresa out of here. Hey, Boric,
Yes.
you know much about the law?
He will do the so-so hand sign. A little bit. It was kind of a boring subject, but I know enough.
You wouldn't happen to have studied the law in your school, Crystalline.
The law of the land.
Yeah, this land.
Oh, I mean, like, of the actual ground.
Yeah, that's not gonna help us much.
It might.
Well, if we're arguing with the judge,
Hmm.
well,
There wouldn't happen to be a, I don't know, a library of sorts in this area. I know we talked about one being in the civil district, but is there like a, I don't know, official library or anything like that?
In the law district, everything is very official, exclusive. It would require some degree of membership or documentation before accessing.
And these documents, um, would they be publicly accessible, or the applications to get, I don't know, the pass or whatever? Is what I'm thinking is maybe trying to forge one, but I would need to know what they look like first.
Okay. I'm going to roll something. Borg was once a member of Civivis, so it is possible he has encountered something like this before. Okay. It seems in this case, Borg does not yet have that information.
Worth a shot.
well, unless one of you two knows a good lawyer, might be it.
Well, not my lawyer, but I bet my dad has some lawyers. But I doubt I can get in touch with them.
Doesn't do us much good then.
Yeah, but technically I know a lawyer.
Yeah, well, unless you can get us a lawyer.
See, you didn't answer that. You didn't ask that question. So,
party approaches the House of Causery.
Woo. Oops.
Well, shall we head in?
We can try.
I'm not exactly sure who we need to talk to be able to speak with Obadiah or make it a. We'll probably have to make an appointment.
Probably. And by then, we might. Uh. Never mind.
Yes.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Right. Well, if you have nothing to add,
Nothing helpful.
so nothing unusual there.
Ah.
Upon upon entering the House of Causery, there is a regulator by the side of the door. He is gesturing over to a. He's gesturing over to like a reception area. He's saying one of the attendants will see you.
Warwick will give him like a head nod and a thank you.
Redmo will just go wherever he's pointed to.
An older woman is looking up over her glasses towards the party. She's asking them, "Do you have a hearing today?"
We're about to. We need to see Obadiah.
One does not simply see the Lord Justiciar at will.
Warwick will kind of like lean on the counter a little bit. Well, then perhaps you might be able to point us in a direction that might help us a little bit more then. You see, we're looking for somebody that may or may not have had a warrant out for them, and we need to basically confirm whether or not they were arrested.
That depends. Was this a recent occurrence?
Well, the missing, yes. The warrant, no.
I see. Well, the relevant documentation would be with the records office on the third floor.
Ooh.
Is that publicly accessible?
I could issue you a temporary authorization.
Oh, that would be lovely.
You're so nice.
Before I do so, I have a few more questions.
Hmm.
Who exactly is this fugitive party you're speaking of?
Her name is Teresa Napoli. She's the leader of the populace.
Bark will give a nervous smile.
And what happens to be your relation to her?
She's the patron of my shop.
This woman is. She's got a look on her face. She's leaning over to the next desk in a hushed exchange of words with another attendant. Shortly afterwards, she turns back to the party. She's asking them, are there any other criminal individuals involved?
Hmm.
No.
Not that we know of.
Bark will very obviously nervously chuckle. Unless there's a warrant out for us that we don't know about.
We ain't done nothing wrong. There won't be any warrant for us.
She didn't say anything about us.
All of that will be handled when you go through security. It is possible you would see the Lord Justiciar today.
Ooh.
You would simply need to have a hearing of merit beforehand,
Mhm.
and then he will determine if you have audience or not.
Great. And what's a hearing to Mert?
Essentially, if your request is worth his time.
Ah.
How about his unjust and unlawful detention of Teresa? Is that enough of a hearing of merit?
I'm gonna look at Boric and be like, "We're going to jail."
Borg will kind of like give Borg or give Renmar like a shove with his elbow.
You are free to take
What?
that issue with his secretary if you wish. She's pulling out a form from one of her nearby files. She's writing on it, signing it, turning it over to the party on the desk. If each of you would sign here, this will allow you to access the records office, at least.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And Borg will sign it with his own pen.
Ramo will also sign.
Crystalline's gonna sign, and also put hearts around her name.
The attendant is taking the form, she's writing on it again. There is a from her hand through her pen, there is a flash of a blue arcane energy. She's drawing a copy of the form out of the original, handing it to Boric.
Borg will put it in his shirt pocket.
She's gesturing further into the office. If you will head in that direction, security will clear you, and then you'll be able to head upstairs.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And Borg will give her a smile and walk away.
Ramo will sigh and follow.
I'll just give a little wave and head off.
As we walk over, Borg will kind of talk softly to Renmar. Hey, need you to try to watch your tongue.
It's not my fault all these humans are so self-important.
It's not really their fault either. It's genetic makeup and whatnot. And he'll tap his head. But we're also in a place where there's officials that aren't really the best. And if there's any place where we can get arrested on the lit list of charges, this would be the place.
You know, back with the clan, you could go and see any of the elders anytime you wished. They didn't have such restrictions on these things.
Yeah, but humans complain a lot, and they like to complain to their officials, and the officials get tired of it. It's a whole thing.
Dwarves complain a lot too, you know.
Uh, yeah, starting to realize that traveling with you.
Hardy har.
Coming down to a hallway, the party is seeing a regulator on one side, a law mage on the other side. Between them, some sort of a device, like almost like a frame, like doorway, a mechanical screening device of some kind. The regulator is calling out to the party. Next in line, no weapons or magical implements beyond this point.
Oh, come on.
Warwick will look down at his gauntlet. Does magical um, wearables count?
I'm gonna roll something. Bork's device is unusual, not common. So
Yeah, and it's almost the size of like Hellboy's hand.
the in that moment, the law mage is manipulating the scanner. The regulator is saying, in response to Boric, no wands, staffs, constructs, things like that.
Oh well, this isn't a wand construct or a staff, so we're good. It's a prosthetic.
The regulator waves Boric through the machine.
Warwick walks through happily.
The law mage is reading utility. Utility devices non-threatening.
I'll give him a thumbs up with the gauntlet.
Next.
Crystalline will take out her 2 swords and give them up. Like, here you go.
The regulator is taking the swords and then motioning for Crystalline down the hall.
Yep, and she'll just skip on through.
Next.
Redmar steps up and grudgingly hands over his warhammer, his shotgun, and his shield. Does the plate armor count too?
No, that's fine. Go on through.
like I need a weapon to take the likes of you. And he'll step through the machine.
You said what?
He just keeps walking.
The Bork, where's she say the record thing was?
Let's see right through here. Let's go, guys. Come on.
Uh-huh.
And as soon as he can, he'll just step behind Ranmar and push him forward.
Hey, come on.
The regulator is throwing those weapons into like a cart that is nearby. He's moving on to the next guest to the
Careful.
causeway.
That shotgun's loaded. Now, here we are, completely defenseless.
I guess you are completely defenseless.
I mean, I have magic.
Right.
You telling me you can't throw a punch?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can throw a better punch than either of you.
Mm-hmm.
Borg will look at his gauntlet. Yeah, probably. And then keep walking.
That's right. Your gauntlet would break across my head anyway.
Don't insult my work like that.
I'm just praising my own head.
I'd crack your head like an egg. If I wanted to. But I never want to. You don't annoy me that bad. Just a little bit.
Maybe later we'll have to settle things. But right now we need Teresa, so let's focus on that.
She said it should be down this hallway.
Yeah, the party
We're on the
is
third floor, right?
continuing upstairs towards the record office. When they are entering, there's another attendant. In this area, there's large numbers of like file cabinets, various books, records. She's calling out to the party, "May I see your authorization?"
Borg will hand it over.
What record in particular are you here to view?
The warrant and arrest for Teresa. What was her last name?
Teresa Napoli.
That one.
She's standing up from the desk, heading back into the shelves. She's sorting through the various files. There is the occasional arcane spell writing magic in the distance. Eventually, she takes one of those files in her hand, bringing it back to the desk, showing the party. Yes, we have. Yes, we have record of the warrant right here. We also have. We also have another document related to the warrant. It was delivered from the commissioner's office just yesterday. However, a great deal of it is redacted. Seems whatever you're interested in is of a higher clearance.
Who we're interested in? Teresa's done what? How do we get this unredacted?
She's looking closely at the file. The party would be able to see. Let's see. Within the document, the party is able to see Teresa's name, Teresa's home address in the Savannah Heights area of the Civil District, and then also, and then there's also a term that the party is seeing. In the Roll20 I'm posting, Special Marine Force, codename Dragonette. Beyond that, the rest of the document is covered in a blue, like film shine, blocking out the rest of the information. The attendant is telling the party this was classified by the Lord Justiciar himself.
See, I knew we needed to talk to that guy.
Dragonet tease. What's that?
How did you? It says Dragonets.
Yeah, but what does that mean?
Yeah, that's a more important question. God.
It seems that she might have been part of a special marine task force.
Ooh.
Teresa? She's just a merchant, isn't she?
Everyone has a past.
Unfortunately, yes. You've only known her, what, half a year now?
No, roughly.
I wouldn't be too sure that you know everything about her.
Well, I made sure that I don't.
You could have.
But I don't.
Borg will turn to the clerk. So, how would one go about I don't know, climbing the ladder of access and getting to where maybe we could talk to the head justiciar himself. I know we spoke with somebody downstairs and says there's like a hearing of merit of some sort. How would we go and sign up for one of those?
The clerk is describing to Boric. We have conference rooms also on this floor. If the clerk you spoke to before said to you a hearing of merit was needed, perhaps she will have a secretary to meet you. At that time, there are footsteps outside of the records office.
So are you saying she's already sent somebody, or I'm sorry, I'm a little confused.
Someone is walking in the room behind the party. They're calling out. They're holding a like a clipboard in their hand. This person is calling out, Mr. Grunson, Molten Maine, as well as Miss Cardaver, I assume.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Who's asking?
My name is Arventus. I am second Justiciar under Obadiah. Justice.
Boric will walk up slowly and go to shake his hand. Not with his gauntlet, but with his actual.
Arventus is shaking Borg's hand briefly. Afterwards, he's saying to the party, if you would follow me.
See, Renmar, you follow the rules, eventually you'll get there.
We have been following the rules. There's just too many of them.
And eventually we're getting there.
Could have been much faster, but I guess we got no choice now. Let's see where this takes us.
Arventus is leading the party down the hall into a meeting room. At the door, outside of the door, there is a law mage on either side of the door. Arventus is walking in to the room, walking to the head of the table. Inside the room, there is a steel guard in each corner. Won't you be seated? We will begin shortly.
Ooh. See? It all worked out. We get to see him.
Yeah, well, we'll see how this part goes.
Oh. Why can't you just look on the bright side of things, Ranmar?
I'll look on the bright side when I see Teresa.
We're getting closer. Don't be so grumpy. Oh, Mr. Grumpy Pants.
You're not the one whose shop is on the line here.
Well, technically it's on the line for other things besides Teresa, so...
So she's the one that is going to help me save the shop.
Yet you never ask anyone else.
Well, no, she's the one that's put investment into it so far.
Yeah, does she have to be the only one?
No, but she's the most motivated to.
Cause... Hold on. Maybe because you have motivation of none to seek out others. Live a little. Go dancing.
What in the hell is that going to accomplish?
Last time we went dancing, Borg got a new customer, technically.
That still doesn't
Yeah.
save my shop.
I don't know. Like I said, I think you're thinking on the wooden side of a brick wall.
So your suggestion is just to abandon Teresa and
Oh
find
God, no.
somebody else? What then? What are you talking about?
I'm saying, if you can't do anything, all hope is not lost.
We are doing something.
Ugh.
Are you trying to say that your family is going to somehow help with their money? If so, that's power and money is the only way we're going to save that shop. Power or money or both.
No, I'm just saying he needs to think positively, and then positive outcomes will come out. If he always thinks negatively, then he's always gonna be heartbroken, and alone, and sad, and crying at night.
Projecting a little bit too much there, huh?
Maybe.
Sounds like it.
Arventus pulls out various files across the table. He's reading. he's picking out one of the papers, sliding it over for the parties to see. He's asking the party, I believe you had something to do with this. The document
Or
is a arrangement between Calidora and the populace that they will handle that border themselves and that regulators are no longer required.
Wait, say that again?
The arrangement between the populace and Calidora,
Mm.
that they will govern the border between those districts without the presence of regulators.
Pretty sure that's not the deal we were sent to broker in the first place.
Did we even know about the deal? Content wise?
It was meant to be an alliance against Stramnik.
Exactly, but we didn't know the full details, right? Nope. Like I say, think positive, think positive, think positive.
To answer the question in an offshoot way, yes. We, we mainly were the messengers.
Contract messengers.
The
Deliver the bag,
individuals,
don't open the bag.
the individuals through which members of the court would undermine the Empress.
Huh?
Well, we didn't mean to undermine the Empress. We were just paid to walk over to Sir Caladori and say that Teresa wants his help, and he sent us back with a list of things that, you know, he wanted in return. That
That
was
is
that.
a matter far above your station.
Absolutely. But paid well.
You do understand. This sort of issue is why Teresa has been wanted.
That would make sense.
Now we know why.
For some time, it seems, Teresa has had the misguided idea that the Empire would serve its citizens and not the other way around.
What the hell is the Empire for then?
Power and industry.
You could do both, you know.
Armentis shrugs. That is not. That is not the concern of the Justiciar. Anyways.
Well, see, the issue being is that um, there's there's a building on the new proposed border for the district. The old armory. Are you familiar?
I can't say that I am.
Well, it's a quite old forge. Probably quite older than you are, and probably older than myself as well. Um, Back before Jamnik was, you know, as powerful as they are and as successful as they are, the old armory put out most of the city's tools and weaponry. Back before we could mass produce. Problem is that it's being on notice of shutdown due to the border change. A historical place like that should not be shut down. And the reason why we were looking for Teresa is she seems to be have a good investment in the forge and as well as seems to be a helpful individual.
The protection of historical sites would be the domain of the Chancellor. I don't believe if he hasn't chosen the old armory to be protected, then it's not. In regards to Teresa, Armentis is stroking his beard. He's saying to the party, I will confer with the Lord Justiciar on your behalf.
Okay.
In just a few moments, you will have your decision whether he will see you or not. Armentis is standing up from the table, walking out of the room.
It's a 50-50 shot now.
Yeah, to talk to the guy that we came here to see.
Yeah.
Getting Teresa out now sounds much more difficult.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
What are the odds that we can go see this Chancellor and have the old armory made a historical site.
Ugh.
Depends
Well,
on how much bureaucracy we'll have to go through.
yeah.
It's like this.
Welcome to human civilizations.
I'd
Yeah.
rather go and live with the elves again.
They really do like to put their perspective on others, huh?
Yeah, well,
Fucking humans.
There's some that are nice. Like Teresa. Ooh.
doesn't seem she's as nice as we thought.
Yeah, well, in their eyes. But she's a nice person.
Well, but she's done a lot for me, that is true. But
And who's to say this that Arminius, not Arminius, Arentus person, uh, who's to say he's not a nice person when he's like out, you know? Like he just has to have a job that he has to be stern. You know what I mean?
I don't know if the nice humans get fancy offices like this.
Mm.
Concerns me is I know that everything's kind of shitty, but to straight up try to take over the regulators' job at the border is bold.
Not exactly what she told us was going to happen. I thought she meant that they would have more ways of getting passes to the laborers to go back and forth.
I'm all for working for change, but directly going against the government like that is very dangerous and stupid.
Well, you might need to have a talk with Sierra then.
Why? What did she do?
You don't remember that first night?
Oh no,
Oh,
I very much remember the first night. I thought she did something else.
She probably is right now, but who knows what she's up to? She could be having a court hearing right here and now in this very building.
Arbentis comes walking back in the room. He's saying to the party, "You're in luck. The Lord Justiciar has deemed worthy to see you." If you
Well,
would
isn't that
please
our
gather your things and follow me.
things. You took our things.
That is not the point.
It kind of is, because you told us to get our things and then we don't have them. I'm confused now.
Crystalline, come on.
She's confusing though. Her statement doesn't make sense.
It's fine.
But now it's gonna be, what does she mean by things? It's gonna be killing me. I have to know. I'll ask her after.
Sure, if you want to. But we've got our hearing of merit.
Yay. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We're off to see the Chancellor. Nope.
Nope.
Who we... I already forgot.
Just
It's,
here.
it's
Oh, well.
you.
Let's just go. Doesn't matter who. One step closer for Teresa. Maybe.
Arentis is leading the party. Out of the room. Steel guards are following on either side. They're going up. They're going up several flights of stairs. Before eventually coming into a large courtroom area. GM. Taking the party over to this page. Party is entering this page from the bottom center.
Ooh. Oh my god. Ah, shit. Arentis looks like who's the bad guy from Wild Wild West? The one in the wheelchair?
Never saw it.
What?
Yeah, I'm there with you, Chief. I've never seen it.
With Will Smith and damn, what's his name? Alright, yeah. God. Am I showing my age?
Maybe.
Shit. Alright, cut that from the video, please.
Edit that out.
Any,
Edit that out. Yeah.
any thoughts or reactions from the party upon arriving to this area?
Randmar, please
Yeah.
try to keep it cool while we're talking to him, please.
Well, I've been cool this entire time.
Okay,
You'll-
well then, watch your mouth.
You'll know when I'm not.
Just please watch your mouth.
Would we recognize the woman in this painting at the top?
Possibly. That's. Let's see. Yeah, that is the first. That is the first Empress of Strazia. Following the Osbeer dynasty, Catherine Alkarov.
she the mother or the grandmother of the current empress?
That would be great grandmother.
Great grandmother. Okay. And with a pet owlbear. Kind of dope, actually.
Be right back.
At the very top of the uh, does a judge's chair have a certain name, or the
The
place
seat
where
of
a
justice.
judge sits? Yeah, up there. There's a flash of a magical power. Within, there's a shape taking form. A male individual with a white suit, a black cloak, is appearing. That's the guy, right there.
And apparently the judge's seat is called a bench. Or the bench.
From the bench, Obadiah is calling out, I understand you have questions regarding the arrest of the Prime Speaker.
Yeah, that is correct.
You should know, if you seek her return, that will not be occurring. She is a dissident against the Empire and has therefore forfeited her freedom.
Mm-hmm.
On the charges of her conspiring with House Calidora to manage their own border.
That is only the latest of her charges.
Latest?
She had the arrest warrant put out months ago. We
Oh,
just
true.
helped make the deal a couple days,
That,
well, last week, right?
mm-hmm.
I assume you've got her in the Imperial prison somewhere.
I have no interest in disclosing her location, lest her security be in jeopardy.
So I guess there's no way that we could speak to her.
Hmm. If I did let you speak with her, what are you willing to pay?
Hey, I said to talk to my patron.
You speaking to me here and now is already a courtesy you do not deserve.
Well, you still let us in. You had some reason for doing that, right?
Um, if if I can interrupt, my name is Boric. I apologize for interrupting, but you asked for payment a few months or a year ago. 3 units of a specialized project in the Sevavis Technology Division. 3 units went missing. I know where one is, and I can find the other two. Would that be payment enough?
That would be useful, at least.
Sorry, I would need confirmation that that would be allow us to talk to Teresa. Business is in the details, of course.
Yes. You will tell me the location of these androids. Both now, both the one that you know now and the others which you discover in the future. Obadiah is standing up from the chair. He's casting a spell at Borg. Could Borg make a intelligence save?
As he's doing that, Borg will say, "And in return." I'll give you that save as soon as D&D Beyond decides to load the page.
I will bring Teresa to join this meeting. Perhaps you will go with her.
What's that about?
What? What did I just hear?
Surely he means back to the populace.
I don't know why, but I can't get D&D Beyond to even roll any dice at the moment.
Okay. Okay. So Borg saves. Yeah, what would I said was like he agrees for the knowledge of the androids, and then he's going to bring Teresa to speak to the party. Arentis is casting a spell into the center of the room. What? A series, a variety of individuals appears in the center of the room. There are four women soldiers dressed in white uniforms, and then in the center of them Teresa is handcuffed. Like on her knees.
Ooh.
What was that intelligence save for?
Uh, Boric would recognize some sort of law mage effect in his brain, which he resisted. Beyond that, he's not certain.
Probably trying to hit me with a contract. Boric will announce, I have one unit in my shop. I found it and was trying to figure out who to return it to. And then I found your maker's mark. So, as soon as it's over, I will lead somebody to where it's at. As per the agreement.
Release.
Teresa's calling out, Ranmar, what are you doing here?
Ursuline's gonna wave at her.
Well, like, what are you doing, Teresa?
History has shown the law does not care for women with strong opinions.
Well, from everything that we've heard, it sounds like you've been breaking the law.
Perhaps. But civil rights shouldn't be illegal, should they?
Probably not, but what did you do to get this much attention and this kind of treatment? Corden only started a little while ago, but you had an arrest warrant out for months before.
Is that really what matters now?
Well,
A little bit, yeah.
what matters to me, I don't think you're in a position to really help with.
Someone must keep this whole city from turning into one giant machine. If not me, then hopefully that will be you.
It already is a machine. Haven't you seen outside? You can't breathe without breathing in chemicals. Look what they've done to this place. It's not
Yeah.
just them. It's all of you.
The pollution is a solvable issue, but going directly against the crown is
Then how come you haven't solved it?
dangerous. Because I got fired.
Yeah, you didn't try when you were there. My point. No one's tried.
Look, I don't know what you think we can do. I mean, you have way more power than any of us. And look where it's got you.
Was that to me?
I am only one person.
No.
No one of us is going to make the difference. It is all of us. All of the people. Together. You have to fight. Resist. This dragonette is driving her weapon into Teresa's back.
Ooh.
Wait, the pointy end?
The barrel.
I thought she was part of the Dragonettes.
Seems like she's been captured by them instead.
Oh, I thought she was okay. Well, we obviously misread the classified information.
Well,
I
we
did
couldn't
anyway.
see most of it.
Exactly.
Obadiah
Oh,
is
no.
calling out from the bench. You are condemned, Prime Speaker.
Why? We didn't say we were.
Execute her.
Hello.
Wait. What?
Well, she
Like,
kind
you
of.
can't be serious.
Yeah, you're gonna get blood all over your carpet. You know how hard it is to get out?
All
That
the
is not
dragonettes are
even.
aiming their rifles at Teresa.
Can I cast Wall of Water in between them and Teresa?
Oh boy. Here we go.
Guys,
Let's roll
I
initiative.
don't know if there's anything we can do.
Oh boy.
Uh,
Awesome. With advantage, I rolled a 10. Oh, I don't have advantage. I don't have the shield on. Oh crap, I don't have. Well, I do have the plate mail actually. Okay, so that would be a 7, not a 10.
Is Borg casting Wall of Water? Is Borg casting a spell right there?
Yeah, he was one to cast Wall of Water.
Okay. Okay. Well, okay. So tensions are high. In this situation, everyone's going to be reacting
Mm-hmm.
to that.
Trying to execute somebody in the middle of the courtroom.
what floor are we on again?
This is the 6th floor.
The top.
Ugh.
Well, you know. Here, Monk, you should be fine, right?
depends on how much damage we take from 6 floors up. Is it like 60-10? Forgot. It's like a D10 per 10 feet. Turn.
10 feet is safe, but anything above 10 feet, you get 1d6 per 10 feet.
1d6. Okay.
So, well, at least rules is written. I don't know.
Let's see. I'm looking up.
Well, we've had a great run. We'll have to explain to Sierra why we're all dead next session, but
Within. Okay. Might be too far away. Okay. What about this guy? Also too far. What's the range of wall of water?
60 feet. And it goes only 10 feet high.
What's the any is there a plan? Is there a goal for the party currently?
we'll find out.
Yeah,
I just didn't want them to shoot her, and that was Borik's instant response was to just protect and think they would take it hostilely, which I think that through.
Okay. So this is so Arventus is currently on that like elevated area. He's casting an arcane blast at Borik. Gonna roll some ranged magic attacks. Okay.
Damn.
But they're passing through the wall of water, right? Gonna have disadvantage.
I think he's elevated though, right?
Yeah.
But the wall of water is 10 feet high. I don't know how high up he is, but
Armentis currently, from where he is, can see over the wall.
damn. Well,
And the wise
So-
words of our generation. Womp womp.
That's a critical hit. So that's okay. That's force damage.
Uh-huh.
20 and then 9.
Well, I'm not dead yet. Close.
oh no.
Unless
Well,
there's more dice he needs to roll.
What are we doing?
66 is enough, no?
Hmm?
Personally, I believe so.
This dragonet is shooting at Boric.
I think. Oh, I guess.
How far? Oh, wow, we're really far down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, none of us rolled that well, so.
Uh-uh.
Twenty.
God damn.
18 piercing damage.
Yeah, dog, I was at 3. I'm unconscious.
I was only joking about us dying.
This dragonet
Honestly, my bad, guys.
is shooting at Ranmar.
Whoa, I haven't even done anything. But good instincts, because I was about to go kill the ball.
Nine is
All right.
she's missing.
Yep.
Hoping I get 20s. No.
I mean, wouldn't 9 hit you too?
No. I have a 15 AC. Thank you very much.
As a wizard?
With armor. Because I'm a sword.
I see.
This law mage is casting at Crystalline. Could Crystalline make an intelligence save?
Is it charming?
No.
Okay. Nope.
Is it charming?
I meant like, am I being charmed? That's what he understood though.
You
I mean,
think they're gonna
Crystalline's
charm
mindset.
you? They're gonna kill you.
You never know. They might try to force me to beat you guys.
Just try it.
Ignore that one. Oh, it was sounds worse anyway.
4 psychic damage. A crystalline can only attack once on her turn.
Okay. Did we rest before this? No, huh?
We
We
had
did that
short
short
rest.
rest. Yeah, okay. So gotcha. Okay.
Could crystalline? Oh. Could crystalline and Renmar make a dexterity save, as this law mage is casting at them?
It's rolls.
I wouldn't be having to get caught in the AoE of this, but I.
Yes. Bork is losing a save.
It's just a fireball.
Yes. Crystalline saves.
Yay!
21
So
fire damage.
11,
Yeah.
right?
11 for crystalline. And then, does Remar have the resist fire thing yet?
No, that's level 7, I believe.
Okay.
I do not resist fire yet. I mean, I could cast protection from energy, but I might die before I have a chance to do that.
This law mage is running, diving over the table.
Pussy.
Borg's turn.
Well, let's hope this ain't a nat 1.
You almost jinxed it.
I know, holy shit. Well, good luck, everybody.
Well, you know,
Crystalline's turn.
Guys, can you make it to Teresa?
we literally cannot. We're dwarves. Also, one is down.
One's down. Wait, Borg got down.
Yeah,
I
he's almost
just
dead.
if he said that in the last 5 seconds, I just missed that.
No,
I was
this
trying to-
was a while ago.
Okay, well, I was trying to look up what to do. Well, shit.
I mean, y'all could lead that y'all weren't aware of my actions and maybe try to get out of this by talking your
Oh.
way out.
He burned my
Hey.
dress.
They've already blasted us with a fireball. It's a little late for that.
Is Teresa? What's Teresa's status right now? She just got stabbed, right? She can technically be up. Like, she's not. She's only shackled like her arms.
Yeah, that's correct.
So she can technically get up and walk, right? Hurtfully.
That is a possibility.
Well, the bitch has to do it. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna cast a key point. I'm gonna cast a key point. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna first just use my regular movement to get up to her, which is 45, and be like, "Can you get up? Can you walk? Can you follow me really fast? Come on, Teresa, slap out of it." I'm gonna slap her. Answer me.
She's
Are you dead?
sitting up.
Oh, great. Because of that. Great. Now just hold on tight and try to keep up. I'm gonna cast a key. I'm gonna spend a key point and cast Step of the Wind, and so I'm going to take as a bonus action. I'm gonna dash. So then I'm gonna bring her with me, and she'll probably only keep up with the 30 feet, and then I'm gonna try and drag her like the rest. Be like, hurry up! Come on! Hold on. Where's my fucking... No. How the... No. How did I do that before? Anyway, I'm trying to bring her back to us.
Okay. Could you put that feature in the roll 20? I think if you're moving somebody else, it's
It's like halved.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, are you carrying her?
No, I'm just trying to drag her. That's why I said asked if she could walk. I guess, well, she probably only has 30 feet anyway, so...
You're spending your movement to move her, and then she'll move independently on her turn.
Oh, yeah, true. I could do that. So I can, like... Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
You spend half your movement to move her that distance.
Okay, so then I have 45. What's half of 45?
22 and a half.
So 20 feet. What am I doing? Oh, that's not happy.
So, where are we going?
You can reach that, right? You guys can reach that?
Yeah, and then what?
And I'll be like, just for a group, actually, I'm gonna bring her closer to here, so we can at least take some cover. 20, yeah. I'll be like, regroup on me. So yeah, that's what I'll do. Spent the key point to dash. And then I'm gonna bring her with me, so that's half my movement, ish. And then so I'm gonna be right here. Oh, well, I can't grab me anymore. Okay. And then I'll be like, guys, come on. And have I taken an action? That was a bonus action.
Step of the Wind?
Step of the Wind is a bonus action.
Yeah.
Does dragging, like bringing her, use my action? Probably does, huh?
No, Crystalline still has action.
Okay. Question. What are these windows made out of? Are they just windows? Just tell me they're just windows.
Well, do you see there's like so glass and then like some sort of a ornamental like railing or something inside as well?
Okay, so it's kind of metal, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be like, Grandmar, can you break open one of those windows?
Bork is literally an inch from death on the floor.
Oh, I forgot about that shit. Wait, he's still alive? No, he's downed, right?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I am at 2 failed death saves.
Wait, you're at 2?
He got
I got
hit by
hit with a
the
fireball after I was unconscious.
I was too much thinking about what I was gonna do, and I didn't pay attention. Shit. Mm. Well, this sucks.
Yeah, Boric got absolutely fucking murked.
Uh, Ranmar, can you get him up? I actually don't have any healing at all. So,
Well, it's a good thing that you're not the healer then.
so yeah. I'll focus on Teresa. You get bored.
Ask the cleric if the cleric can heal.
I forgot I don't remember what you guys are.
What?
You are just people to me. Dwarves.
Wow.
Crystalline doesn't.
Insensitive. Okay.
What
Crystalline
was
has
the
the.
action?
My action is to disengage
From what?
from anything that. Oh, not disengage. What is the one where you dodge?
Oh, yes.
Renmar's turn.
All right. Well, I do indeed see Bork bleeding out on the floor. So I may as well toll the dead. I mean,
Just
Wait,
kill him.
wait.
No, 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 no.
Let me tell you something.
we will do a level 2 healing word, and hopefully you've got potions or something. So 7 HP back to Bork. That is nice. Spell for this turn. Without my weapon, I have very few actions I can take. So we don't really have a plan, right?
Well, Crystalline says she wants you guys to come to her. And she also wants the window broken. The bars, anyway.
It's a lot of things that you want.
She wants to
Yeah.
jump out the window.
Yeah, the 6th story. If you weren't dead from the fireball, well, here we go. I guess I'll just move close to Teresa. Well, I'll move the rest of my 5 feet to be here. And I will also take the dodge action.
Oh yeah, let's group up again, guys.
Well, I can't really do much else in this situation.
Yeah, this room is kind of hard to maneuver through. Although very pretty room.
It's a lovely place to die. You said there's a metal railing inside of the window?
Yeah, it's probably these like golden. I thought it was just like the window like paint or glass, stained glass, you know. But I guess it's not.
If I heated it, maybe we could break it easier. But I can't do that this turn.
I'm just like, we gotta make a jump for it. It's the only way out.
What is Crystaline's
Or
health
death.
currently?
21,
Okay, out of how many?
38.
38. Okay. Uh, what am I? Okay. There's a like arcane symbols begin to surround Teresa and that that immediate area. Could everyone in that area make an intelligence save?
Oh my goodness. What is she doing? Oh my goodness.
Ooh, nice.
Obadiah is calling out from the other side of the room. I hold you in contempt.
The feeling is
thing.
mutual.
Good thing I'm not here for content.
Everyone right there takes 20 force damage.
Oh,
Well, I'm
I
at 1.
see. I'm at less than 1.
Rip.
These steel guards are going over to Boric and grappling him.
Wiggle free.
I'll try to resist. And probably fail.
What's higher, your dex or your strength?
Yes.
Okay.
Perhaps so.
Honestly, I do think it'll be my dex if it's higher.
Where are these? Okay.
You have a chance.
Yeah.
So
Just use
Boric
your.
needs to roll against 3 attempts. Passing 13, 13, and then 7. Teresa is unconscious as well.
So about that healing crystalline.
What healing?
Yeah, I don't think I need to roll past that one.
Oh.
Maybe next session is Sierra breaking us out of jail.
If we survive.
Well, they're grappling Bork. That's a good sign.
Yeah, but they're killing us. I don't.
Arventus is casting a spell like Crystalline. Can Crystalline save Dexterity?
Better.
Okay. 22 saves. This is force damage.
If it's half, then it doesn't matter.
Half, yeah.
Nope, doesn't matter. Down. We need to.
I should have stayed in the shop.
Okay. Okay. So, Ranmar and Crystalline are unconscious. Steel guards are dragging Boric out of the courtroom. The last thing the party would be hearing is footsteps drawing closer, and then a pair of gunshots.
Okay, we don't say anything to Sierra at all during this week. She just finds out next week if she's there.
Guys, I'm so sorry. I I didn't think that was going to be the result.
How did you not think that was?
Their guns do lots of damage.
I thought my magic would just get dispelled, and then we would get the guns pointed at us, telling us to stand down or something. I didn't think immediately. Just open fire. To be honest with you, I really didn't think it through too much. I really am very sorry.
Well, if I'm being honest, Ranmar would have done something equally stupid if Bork hadn't started it himself. So that was going to go down like that one way or the other. I was planning to pop Spirit Guardians and charge right at Teresa.
I was planning to cast my astral arms and just jump out the window with carrying you guys and using slow fall. Hopefully.
I just wanted to buy time.
Although he only said a pair of gunshots. Therefore, 2 of us are dead. One of us could still be alive.
I mean, they could have just double tapped Teresa.
Oh, true.
Or maybe we didn't hear the third
maybe
because
we're
we
all wake up in prison.
I don't know.
Tis just a flesh wound.
To the head.
It's just a scratch.
Oh.
Well, I've got my next character plan already. Can't wait to see what you guys bring.
That was unexpected.
Yeah.
Any other questions, comments for this one?
So many.
Okay, I
I'm
know
c-
we're kind
Oh,
of
go ahead.
joking around here. Did we actually lose our characters? I just need to know so I can start prepping a new one if I need to.
No. Your characters are still alive.
Okay.
Barely. Again, we speak none of this to Sierra in the chat this week.
True.
I'm kind of curious how you're gonna bring her back into the, like, what she was doing through this time, and how we link back up.
You'll just wake up in a jail cell and then Sierra's being dragged in.
uh,
Yeah.
what did you do to get in here, Sierra? I was a rat.
Seems like her favorite form.
Right.
Oh man.
Thanks for playing. I hope you enjoyed.
Indeed,
See
it was an
you
interesting
Next
session.
time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful week, everyone, and happy Easter.
Yep.
That's how the
Happy
gift, bro.
Easters.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh my god. Bro, what? Oh my god. Man, oh my god. I just saw the gift, bro. I just saw the gift, bro. Oh my god. The barrel. Oh. We appreciate heroism, okay? Hey, we appreciate heroism, okay? It's over with. It's over with. You're done. Oh my god. Oh my dear God, bro. Look, I don't know. I mean, that's just what you hold on. Look, man. Hold on. Let's just talk about that, okay? That's interesting. That's interesting that you would do that. Meanwhile, you were telling to be like, hey, don't do it. And then I'm going to do it instead. Huh? Oh my gosh. Look. It was dragonettes. And steel guards. And law mages. And that guy himself in there. Oh my god. And what was even the point considering another attack just happened and then, I think once, you did that. Wait, you did that. Why did you didn't even roll it. Wait a minute, man. You didn't even roll it. And then you had that other thing happen and then it was over with. Y'all had so many enemies in the room. What? Oh my, you had no weapons. Oh my god. Y'all had no weapons. Y'all had so many enemies inside the room. Come on, bro. What? I don't know. I don't know. I said down there. No, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I did not mean that shit, bro. No, I didn't. I should have said, what should I have done differently? Oh, like, so what could I have done differently? What could I have done differently? What could I have done differently? Well, what I could have done differently is here's I don't know, man. I hate this. I can't believe. Well, okay, so okay. Maybe I should have not had the enemy be so powerful. Was the enemy possibly too powerful? What do you think? Was the enemy possibly too powerful? You didn't even use dragonettes on their turn. You didn't even use the dragonettes didn't even attack. Let's talk about that. The dragonettes didn't even attack. You had two more enemies. You had three enemies who didn't even attack in the first round. Man, I don't know. I mean, so everyone just like 0 to 100 attacked. I don't know, man. So steel guards are in the room, and you don't think anything of it. The Lord Justiciar himself. He's a legendary boss person, right? He is a legendary boss person. He didn't even attack either. That was legendary action. Or he only had one action basically. You know? Maybe I should have said, I don't know. But the thing is, wait, that's so edgy. Wait a minute. That's so edgy that you brought her there just to execute her. Huh? Maybe I should have said, they should have been more lenient. Maybe I should have been more lenient and say like, oh, well, never mind. Oh, I don't know. I want to elevate it. I want to rapidly I want to turn it up. I want to turn up the tension, bro. You know? I want to turn up the tension, man. It's up. You know, this is not a game. It is a game, but it's not like, you know what I'm saying? This is not some nice, cozy fantasy shit, right? It's like, it's gothic. It's grim. It's terrible, right? Which is kind of the opposite of what I said that I wanted to have for this. Well, that's not quite true. What I said was the last campaign was so serious, right? What I wanted for this campaign was to have, yes, it's still serious, but to purposefully apply some levity as well, right? Consciously apply levity, because what I was doing in the previous campaign was just defaulting to serious shit, right? It's just serious all the time. It was just serious, dour, melancholic the whole time. Rarely was there any levity on my part. So I wanted for this campaign, yes, this is still serious and dark and stuff, right? But it does have a little bit of but I wanted to purposefully have moments of levity as well. So that was the idea. Didn't happen in this session, but it also, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say that I punished. I did not. I can't control what they do. I can't control what they do, right? I can only control what I'm putting forth in the scene, right? I can only control what I put forth in the scene. Okay. So what I put forth in the scene was this law mages in the room. It's steel guards in the room. And the boss, the boss villain, you know what I'm saying, himself. The boss villain guy is also in the room. Okay. I find you in contempt. I find you in contempt. Ooh. Sheesh. I'm cooking, bro. Oh my god. Not like this, man. Not like what happened just then, man? What happened? It's not my fault. It is my fault. I don't know. So what I don't want to be mistaken is like say that I just try to like what I don't want to be mistaken is like I'm trying to what I don't want to be mistaken. I don't want to be mistaken as punishing heroism. Right? That's what I don't want. But that just went from bad to worse, man. That just went from bad to worse. Oh my god. I'm just thinking like, well, I'm trying to think, how's it gonna resolve now? What the fuck am I doing at this point? What? Oh my god. I gotta get a different map now. I gotta find a jail map now to wow. That is insane. They almost just died. They might still be dead. Oh my god. Steel guards are dragging him out of the courtroom. Wow. Steel guards are dragging him out of the courtroom. Gotcha. Bro, so what's gonna happen to Sierra? You know what I want to open with Sierra? I don't know. Try to have a scene with Sierra. I'll ask her, you know what? I'll ask her like, hey, what was your character doing? Any ideas for your character to be doing something during that time? Then I would say like, hey, then I would open next session with something like that. And then she's getting pulled up on by like a ton of dudes. And it ain't, I don't want to say that though, because it's like, I don't want to step on the player agency, right? But like, I think a little bit of a heavy hand might be needed, considering they basically TPK'd. They basically just TPK'd, which I don't know. I mean, they basically just TPK'd. They basically just TPK'd. I should say like the party is now level 6. I should say the party is now level 6. That's what I should say. Yes, sir. That is so funny. At everyone. The party is now level 6. Laughing mode, like clown emoji, bro. Man, that's real strange. I don't even know. I mean, it was 2 hours. That was a good set. That was okay, I guess. That was okay.